welcome back to another First and Gold tier list. I'm Al. You guys may know me. I'm behind the camera usually, joined by the one and only.
Back.
Yeah, I haven't been here
I'm
since
Sam Gold. You guys might know me.
Yeah, you know Sam. I haven't been here since what is it?
It's been a long time
Like
since the off season. Since
what
the
video?
spelling bee video.
The spelling bee video. Shout out.
That's it, I'm just wet for the video now. I have tape over my mouth. I still have to get waxed. Nobody's talking about that.
Today, what are we doing, Sam?
We are using Tier Maker, but we're going to do what we love to do when we go head to head. We're going to be drafting our top 5 Super Bowl rings. It could really be based on anything, just aesthetic, its history, if it's got any, how expensive it is, if there's a cool story behind it, you know what I mean? So
Here's the thing. I love Super Bowl rings. Even, I wasn't into football for the longest time, and then I got into it later in life. But the rings, I've always been fascinated by the rings.
I mean, it's literally the icing on the cake for what the most important thing you could possibly do in football is, which is win a Super Bowl. So it's important. It's huge.
And you'll see here, it evolved so much. The first ring ever is just one diamond to now.
Yes, we are in order, by the way.
Yeah, which took a long time. So, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Drop a like, guys. Drop a like.
That'd be really cool. Thank you, guys.
We put a lot of effort into these videos. We really appreciate the growth we've been having. But if you guys are new here, we do a lot of different tier lists, draft, NFL videos. Now that the off season's coming along, we might do other types of videos. So if you guys want to check out our channel, it'd be much appreciated. But Al, I think it's time to get into this head-to-head battle.
Right,
we haven't done one in so long.
All right.
Okay, well,
You're definitely going first.
I did ask you to go first, even though you suggested video. Just because I feel like I'm a Chiefs fan. It's only right.
And I'm going to take the ultimate ring.
And I'm afraid you're going to take this.
Yeah.
I requested it. He was nice enough to let me go first.
It's the ultimate.
I got to go with the latest Super Bowl ring, Super Bowl 58 for the Chiefs. And guys, I have some facts pulled up, which, don't hate me, I didn't memorize all of them, so we're going to go through some of these, all right? We're going to swap over to this website.
It's just got a story.
There's just so many different compartments to this.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, if you even want to read off some of it's just, where do we even start? Let's start with the front, right? I mean, the fact that the NFL has this amount of money in general to be we could have set 11 rubies because they had 11 regular season wins. The fact that they can handpick certain facts and make that into the amount of jewelry that's on the ring is just insane to start with.
This is just the face of the ring we're looking at.
It's crazy.
This is just the face of the ring.
The gold and the red itself, not even counting the diamonds with the silver, that is just one of the most aesthetically pleasing rings I've ever seen in my life.
Not to mention it opens up. Yeah.
Yes, it does open. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the front. Because, first of all, 50 diamonds just representing the Chiefs' scoring ability at home where they outscored opponents by 50.
Yeah,
just that alone. Yeah, let's just drop 50 diamonds on there. And then an extra 58 diamonds as a nod to Super Bowl 58. It's just crazy what they are doing with these rings. I mean, if you want to go to opening it up.
It's a whole new age of rings. And that's the thing. Every ring, when you make a ring, you have to be better than the last person. This is the newest ring. And the Chiefs have been winning the rings.
Yep.
So it's how do we upgrade what's already the most upgraded ring of all time? And this is it.
We are filming this a week before Super Bowl 59, so the Chiefs have an opportunity to go three-peat. I couldn't even fathom what the three-peat ring is going to look like if we do end up winning that game. It's crazy.
That would be insane.
But right here, I mean, just the level of detail just pertaining to this not even the Chiefs in general, the 2023 Chiefs is amazing. I mean, they have the famous Tom and Jerry play, which is the play that the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in overtime, ingrained inside the ring, with Andy Reid's handwriting. That's his handwriting. Coach Reid's handwriting is crazy.
Coach Reid's handwriting.
And then here on the right, you got the little confetti-shaped Super Bowls that if you do, shake the ring, it'll fall back and forth. There are little individual things that are inside.
1 to 4 Lombardi trophies depending on the recipient's time with the time of the season.
That is crazy. That's how many times the Chiefs have won. Just, if you guys take a look and even pause the video and just look at these little facts. I'm not going to go through all of them because it would take too much time, but it really just is crazy. All the games that we played in the playoffs embroidered on the back here. Just the scores. They took so much time to handcraft everything particular to not only the 2023 team, but the Chiefs dynasty. I'm a Chiefs fan. Even if you're not a Chiefs fan, you could admit this is just a beautiful
ring. Oh, you're a
in
Chiefs
general.
fan?
Oh, yeah, you didn't know that?
I thought you were a Lions fan.
Yeah, okay. For those people that don't know, that probably assumed I was a Lions fan. from the plaid I'm wearing, I don't know. I would really go through it, but we can't spend too much time. So, Al, I'll throw it back to you, but I have to go with the Chiefs Super Bowl 58 ring is my 1-1.
I mean, I don't have a website to drop like that. Like that's
I know, and look,
crazy.
we're not gonna do these facts for every ring.
crazy.
It's only because it was my 1-1, and I had to just talk about some of the history of the Chiefs. The rest of these, at least my picks, are just gonna be based off of aesthetic.
That's pretty much what I'm going off of too. I'm
Yeah,
just going
I mean,
off
it makes
of
sense.
aesthetics. However,
If you have some facts, though,
I mean, that's the thing. I've loved the rings for some reason. Like the idea of making a championship ring, I've loved that for so long. I know weird facts about a few of these. For some reason, yeah, we're gonna go with Rams. We're gonna start with Rams. I want Rams because listen, I'll show pictures in a second. This ring has so many diamonds. I mean, they all have diamonds, but in the new age, they went all out. And at the side of the ring, you can see the Coliseum shaped perfectly, just like where they're playing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome. And
that's
it
the
opens
coolest
up.
part for sure.
Rings that open up are just cool too.
Yeah.
And yeah, epic first ring. I don't have a website, but it's epic.
It's hard to see on this tier list, but also there's palm trees coming out of the logo, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Next to the Super Bowl Lombardi Trophy.
That's
Plus,
that's another thing. The marquee diamonds in the Super Bowl trophy.
I don't think they would have put SoFi if the Rams didn't win that Super Bowl in their own stadium.
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest parts is that you literally won in your own building. Yeah, you're gonna now have it be LA themed as well.
Yeah, exactly. The palm trees.
Yeah.
Something I think heavily about when I look at rings is what gem and color gem they're using in the logo.
Yes.
And that's like a new age thing they've been doing. Even the Eagles ring is perfect with the green sapphires in the background. So I weigh that heavily. I know some of them are lab grown, like with the gems and the colors they use to make it. Like I know in the Broncos ring next to it, that blue underneath the orange, like that's corundum, which is pretty cool.
Those are
So, like,
tough to get to. Like,
yeah.
The fact that you have to spend so much money on these rings, and they hand out like over 100 to each team, at least lately. Spoiler, I'm not going to pick the Chiefs anymore because I just don't want to be too repetitive, even though, honestly, in my opinion, all three of the Chiefs rings, probably top 5. But I'm going to make it interesting. I am going...
Yeah, but they're just like the newest ring.
Yeah, I mean, you know...
Yeah, like they have to.
Yeah, I'll let you pick a Chiefs
But
one.
based off logo and color, like that's where it weighs heavily.
Yeah.
It's still crazy I took the Rams one because I like ones with more color. So I want to see what you do with this one.
Well, I am going with something with a little more color, and it's one we just talked about, which is the Philadelphia Eagles.
That is one of my favorite rings
Yes,
of all time.
and I think it's most people's maybe number one out there.
Yeah.
I've read some threads on what rings people like, and that's why I'm picking it. I love this ring myself, but it's up there. Like, I mean, first of all, just the fact that it's the Eagles' only ring makes it cool,
That's the thing though.
and it's modern.
And that's the thing about winning in the modern age. I mean, like the Seahawks kind of had a similar thing,
Yeah.
but the Eagles just took it a mile ahead.
Yep.
They were in the new age where they can upgrade. They need to get something better than the Patriots,
Yeah.
who just came off of getting 6. So, like, what are we
Exactly.
gonna do?
I think the only ring of the last 10 years, like modern ring that was before it that can compete with it is the Broncos because the Patriots were so repetitive.
Yeah.
But to finally see like that green with the logo
The color
popping
is
like
amazing.
that, I mean, it's just
And the fact that Jason Kelsey lost it is like, how?
that's right,
How
yeah.
do you lose it? He said he like lost it like in his sock somewhere.
Oh my God. And the last thing I'll say about this ring is that it does have history from this game, which is one of the best Super Bowls of all time. It mentions the Philly special.
Yeah.
I don't know if it mentions it, but it definitely has like a certain.
There's
number.
something there for it. I
Yeah.
know there is something there for it.
And
Pull up a fact for it.
yeah, I'll just let you go from there. I just think you have to look at this ring and you know that it's top 5.
I mean, you have 2 beautiful rings so far. And I like that you took one that doesn't have like 27 Lombardi trophies on it.
Also, the amount of diamonds to me doesn't really matter, to be honest. I think it's cool, like, to see like how much
Yeah.
they spent, but like, I don't need it to be like this
I just
crazy.
like the design.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why the Eagles one's so good is the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
It's like, boom, amazing logo, amazing color. Enjoy it.
See, guys, this is not biased because I hate the Eagles.
Yeah,
so there you
I
go.
mean, I only like 2 teams, but I just love everyone's rings.
There's only one ring.
There's only a few people, or a few teams, I should say, who have terrible rings. And for some reason...
We know what you're about to say. 100%.
Well, I'm just going to call this out real
Yeah.
quick. The Ravens
Yep.
have never gotten a ring right. Like, I'll show the 2 pictures of the Ravens rings right here. I don't think either of us are going to pick
What's
them.
up with the eye?
What do they do with the eye? Both times. They butchered it. And they could have had a beautiful ring there. I like the Ravens logo. They
looks
could have made it
crazy,
nicer. I know
though.
some people don't like the Ravens logo. I like the logo. They could have made it much nicer on the ring. Okay, my number 2. For some reason, I'm going with the Steelers' 6 Super Bowl rings ring. There we go.
Picked what I was going to pick again.
It is a beautiful ring. I think simplicity on its own. I mean, it's not like, simple compared to the other rings, but still, it's just like perfect. You got the 3
this
colors
one-
of the 3 gems
This
in the
one's
front.
beautiful.
Yeah, and it's all you need. I mean, it just perfectly encapsulates
Yeah.
what that team was, what they were doing.
I'm looking at the rest of the rings before it. I think this was really the first kind of football-y shaped ring where
Yeah.
they have like a sides to it, like that come down like this.
Yeah.
I think they could have done better to represent 6 Lombardis than kind of just
Probably
6 like circles.
I think
you know
this
what I
is
mean?
right before they thought, oh, well, actually, they did before that. Before that, they did this one. They had
Yeah.
the other Lombardis on it. So they were like, yeah.
But it is up there.
Shit, crazy. At some point, you got to think, like, how much can we fit on a ring and still have it be a wearable ring?
Yes.
Also, none of these are wearable rings. Like, none of these new
Well,
rings, you're never, like, no one's going to ever wear them.
That's not true.
I don't
What
know.
do you mean nobody's going to wear them?
They're not
That
wearing
they're
them.
too flashy, you mean?
Dude, too flashy. It's like 12 pounds a ring. It's, like, huge.
Yeah, but for a special occasion, you know.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Oh, you're talking about every day? Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no,
like,
no,
you
no.
can't, like, wear these rings. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
no,
you don't
no,
go out wearing
They're
these.
for show. Between two. Shout out the Giants ring. I don't know if you're going to pick that. It's a pretty cool one. But I'm not going to pick it.
I like the color.
I gotta go with this one. I'm sorry. I know I've already mentioned it multiple times in this video. But there's a reason why. Look at it. First off, the gold almost looks orange, which is obviously suits the Broncos so perfectly. The logo, I like a big logo on it with a lot of color that pops. And obviously it's Super Bowl 50. I
Yeah.
mean, it's one of the most
The
iconic.
big 5-0 right there.
It wasn't a great game, but the fact that you won Super Bowl 50, you feel like you kind of had to go all out, and that's exactly what
Three
happened.
Lombardis right there.
So.
That's perfect. Also, the orange color, amazing. I know sourcing that was like a pain, and I know the blue right under it. You can't really see in this image, but I'll put another one up.
Yeah.
That's made of corundum, which is lab grown by Jostens. Also, Jostens makes the majority
Shout
of those
out, yeah.
rings. I would have gone with the Broncos ring, which is very beautiful.
I know, we keep taking each other's picks, which is good. This means
Yes.
it's competitive.
I think though, I kind of want to just like branch out and do something wild, but I
Okay.
kind of don't at the same time. But we're gonna,
go for it.
we're just gonna do it. We're going with the Packers ring. This is one of the only rings here. I think this is the only ring here made out of solid platinum, which is really expensive and was crazy when they made it. The color in the middle, beautiful. I love the green. I love the Lombardis in the corners. And I think there's more of a story too about the stadium in there and the diamond count, which is very cool in itself, but just look at it. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's simple and tells enough of a story for the Packers that they
Yeah.
deserved for a long time.
Also, I think, it's tough. I think the two coolest rings are teams that have their first ever ring, and then teams like the Packers or the Steelers, which have so much history. And that was the first time the Packers finally got the Lombardi back since the 90s. So they've been waiting to make kind of a newer ring for a long time.
Yeah.
So I think they did a nice job. The green definitely pops. I would have a little more yellow in there. Oh my gosh. You know what? I actually might just pick another Chiefs one, but it might not be the one everybody expects. Yep, I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to go with the Chiefs 1970 ring.
What?
Now, one thing I completely regret is not bringing it from my house. I do have a replica of
You
that
have
ring.
this?
I have this in my room. I've showed you this. Okay, aesthetically, obviously these two are nicer. But I don't know what it is. There's just the fact that this is from 1970. Look at that dark ruby red. It's just so sleek. The gold surrounding it. Maybe this one is the biased pick of mine. I'm sorry, guys. But just look how
I don't think it's
classic.
biased. Yeah.
It's so simple yet so... I don't know how to describe it. It's the fact that the Chiefs' first ever ring. It's the fact that this ring has so much history behind it because this is the Super Bowl that finally ended up merging the AFL and the NFL.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty epic. With the
And-
colors too are beautiful.
Yes, I think colors mean everything to me. Anything that's too much silver,
Yeah.
it's out for me.
Oh, so you don't like the Packers style one, like the platinum?
I don't like that. I don't like this Patriots. Like that one's it's
I was
okay
about
me.
to say that. Like we're about to
It's
get
too
5
much.
picks in, and we don't have a Patriots one yet.
It's fine. If you ask 100 people, imagine what a really cool, slick design for an old sports ring would be. It's the Chiefs.
That is very slick.
I mean, it is just so perfect.
Yeah.
The darker red too.
Yeah.
For the old Chiefs.
I'm trying to look at other
Like-
ones. Like nothing really compare this.
I was really debating, like what am I gonna pick? Like my top 3 is obvious, and then my top 3 and your top 2 are my top 5.
Yeah.
If
I'd
you're not
agree.
counting the other Chiefs rings.
Yeah, my top 5 already exists.
So
on
I was
the
like,
board
number 4, I kind of have a wild card pick. Like I can go anywhere with this, and I was just looking at the older rings. I'm like, why not? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's super underrated. So there's my 4.
here. I have a super underrated one that I want to go like last. Hopefully you don't take.
Okay, I might not. Now you're afraid of me taking it because I just took the Chiefs. but
Yeah, because you saw that.
I don't
was
know
like,
what you're gonna do,
ooh.
but go for it. Go for
I don't think I'm
whatever
gonna go
you
that far deep into the
All right, all right.
I'm gonna go. with a ring that when I first started watching football, I mean, rings look like this.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
for the most part, like this, which is cool. That kind of got me into it. But I'm just gonna skip a few years into it because I want to tell the story. We're gonna pick this ring, the 5 win.
Okay, we got it. Yep.
So this is right after the Patriots beat the Falcons.
Yeah.
In the most epic comeback in Super Bowl history.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft goes to Russia, visits Vladimir Putin. Some of you may know this story. Putin says, "Let me see the ring." He goes, "Okay." Puts it in his hand. He goes, "Nice ring." Clutches it, puts it in his pocket. Some guards come around Putin and they walk away. And
that's it. He's just Vladimir Putin just has that ring to this day.
There you go. And there goes Robert Kraft's ring. Yeah, one of the most epic and important rings of all time, too, just gone. I love that story. And I think that's, just perfect Patriots
Mix
story,
that
honestly.
with the ring that basically made Tom Brady officially the GOAT.
Yeah.
There's just so much history behind it.
That, too. And just talking about the design itself, I do like... I mean, we were just kind of ragging on it. But, it's cool to see these rings kind of, build once you have wins. And this is what the Patriots were doing. I mean, they had the most epic win of all time in the Super Bowl. Already had a history. So to put it together, I would like a little bit more oomph, on the logo.
Yeah.
I think it's a little plain.
A little more red, white, blue.
It's a little plain. But if you want, just diamonds, best diamond ring, this is it.
Also, there's not many rings that make you ask questions about things that are not related to football. Such as, why is Robert Kraft having a conversation with showing Vladimir Putin his ring in the first place?
Yeah, why is he there?
What are they doing?
What was happening?
So,
exactly.
I just think that's funny.
That story just exists.
Because that means at some point in the timeline, first they had to visit the White House.
Yeah.
And then he was talking to Putin
At some point, he made a connection to get there.
Yeah, so
that's kind of crazy.
I'm sure there's the full story on it somewhere.
There is history to it.
If anybody wants to comment, but I just think it's funny. Look, guys, I really want to pick this Chiefs ring. If I'm going to be honest, I really want to pick that ring, but I can't have 3 Chiefs rings, right?
That's not biased at all.
There's people that like to skip to the ends of these videos and be like, all right, I just want to know the end result.
Exactly.
And they're going to
Too
see
much
me, especially if they know I'm a Chiefs fan, be like, this guy picked 3 Chiefs rings? Like, why? Like, what? So to be nice to you, Al, I will let you pick a Chiefs ring if you want to pick a Chiefs ring.
Okay, cool.
Which leads me to say I have no idea what I'm going to pick. I might go with a pick that's just really stupid once again, and I am hurtling towards it. But I'm gonna refrain.
Okay.
I was gonna pick Super Bowl 1, but obviously the design of the ring.
I mean, if you like that design, go
is
for
not
it.
great.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's the first Super Bowl ring is awesome. With that being said, I will go with the Tampa Bay Bucks ring. I was between. I'll tell you what. I was between that ring.
I wanted that one.
And this Cowboys ring.
That's pretty cool.
Which that Cowboys ring just screams for some reason 1990s glamour.
Yeah.
America's team. I think it's an awesome ring.
Just screams.
But I just want one more modern ring on my list because look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically the Chiefs ring with the Bucks logo.
Exactly. Pretty much.
Also, one of the other rings that open up as well, it's Tom Brady's first ring with another team, his 7th Super Bowl.
That's pretty epic.
The gold, I love the gold, so...
First ever win at a Super Bowl at home.
Yes, exactly.
So that was pretty epic. Again,
the COVID ring.
It was, at the time, this may have been beaten. I probably was beaten. But at the time when it was made, it was the most expensive ring to manufacture per player.
Yeah.
It's like... I don't even want to guess, but I know it's over $30K, which is insane.
Yeah, per ring is insane. So there you go. I'll let you now have at it. Hopefully. I hope you don't disappoint me here. Because
don't take a Chiefs ring.
Look, you don't have to, but I'm just saying that would be pretty crazy if one of those rings was just not picked.
Yeah. Here is the thing. I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. The reason why I like the Eagles ring is the simplicity. You have the logo, and you have the color in the background. Out of all the Chiefs rings, even the newest one, this one is the best design.
Okay.
I like it. It is essentially, to me,
good.
the Eagles ring.
I like that.
Just for the Chiefs, with a nice bold red color coming out.
I think the Chiefs one's better. And I picked the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, and then the Eagles ring?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree. It's just it's bold coming out. You got the 2 Lombardis at the top, which I think the Eagles would have done too if they had the opportunity. And World Champions on the side isn't so gaudy with the diamonds. You can kind of wear that a little bit more. And I like the face of it. You can kind of, I don't know if you can open it.
Lots of history under this ring as well. It has Jet Chip Wasp on it, which was the play that finally won us the first Super Bowl in 50 years. So
I didn't know that. That's pretty epic.
Yes. 2 rings. Two Lombardis finally. the Chiefs fans have waited 50 years to maybe have their second Lombardi. And to actually put multiple on there with that nice of an aesthetically pleasing ring.
Just look at the Chiefs logo made out of diamonds.
It's crazy.
Like, isn't that crazy?
I would not be mad if anybody was like, Al's the better list for sure. Because
I love my list.
You got some good ones.
I think you have a great list too.
I think me probably picking this one.
Let us know what you guys think.
Yes, let us know.
What's your favorite ring?
And there it is, Al. You want to read out what we picked?
Okay, for Sam's top 5 rings, he has the newest Chiefs ring, the Eagles only ring, the Super Bowl 50 Broncos ring, the first Chiefs ring, and the first Super Bowl win at home, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ring.
With Tom Brady.
With Tom Brady. I have the second Super Bowl ring at home with the LA Rams, with Matt Stafford, of course. Matt Stafford of the Rams. I have the 6th win for the Steelers.
Great ring.
I have the 4th ring for the Packers. The 5th ring by the Patriots.
Yep.
At the Falcons comeback that Robert Kraft lost his ring to, and Putin. And then I have the Chiefs ring that I think is beautiful. It's
wow, look at that. Any more shout-outs before we leave?
Yes, I wanted to shout one out.
Should we make a shout-out? Should we make a shout-out, Ro? Really quick?
If you want, yeah. Let's make a shout-out, Ro.
So, okay, off the bat, just gonna put the other Chiefs ring in there. What else do we want to put in some shout-outs?
I'm shouting out, I wanted to shout this out earlier, Washington's
yes,
ring.
I was thinking about that one.
One of the first rings to start thinking, what if we do a cool little design? I know the Colts did that earlier. I know the Cowboys did it earlier too, but like,
they put the diamonds in the feathers.
yeah, I like the little feathers.
And it's pretty square. You don't see the square ones that much.
Oh yeah, I really like Washington's ring there. And another one I would shout out.
I'm gonna shout out the Giants.
The Giants is epic. Shout out the double Bronco ring with the two Broncos on it.
That's it looks like two horses racing.
Yes, that's so
cool.
epic. I think they could just like revamp that and make it even better.
Shout out Super Bowl one. The first ever ring, you know.
Those are pretty epic.
And then the Cowboys one I was going to pick. Where's the Cowboys? There it is.
I have to get it. I have to get it because I'm wearing it. Shout out the Jets ring. Shout it out.
This ring is really ugly.
It exists, though.
It does exist.
That's not an aesthetic
I don't think it deserves to be on here.
It's not an aesthetic pick at all.
We'll shout it out via our mouths, but not visually.
You have all of the Chiefs rings.
All right.
Let me get one ring.
Fine. But that's so ugly.
The one. Yeah, no, it's it's whatever.
I mean, guys, shout out all these rings. Rings are nice. I'm
shout
sure.
Out one more thing, not even relevant. The nicest ring in sports history right now is the newest Celtics championship ring.
There you go.
Let me know what you guys think about that. I love it. If you guys like this video, maybe we do another video in the future about other rings. I don't know.
Because other sports, when it comes to rings, we don't have to know that much about the sport itself. We're just ringing out the rings. So if you guys want us to do any of those, like uniforms for any other sports, just shout out below. Yeah. Last shout out. That's Steelers ring.
That's
I gotta talk about that.
I was gonna get that earlier.
Yeah, that's a great Steelers ring.
I do like that one.
But there you go, guys. That's our tier list. Al read it out, what we have, and comment down below who you think won this battle, what your guys' favorite ring are, any opinions you guys have, because we love when you guys comment and we get to talk to you back. So there we go. He's mimicking me again, and I just want to turn this video off because he's being mean. No,
I'm so excited. But I've wanted to talk about rings for so long.
I know he's been waiting.
If you guys want more videos about this kind of stuff,
yes, we're gonna have a lot more Super Bowl content as well. But other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us at First and Gold on TikTok and Instagram. Al, thank you for being on another video.
Thanks for having me.
Let's go. Another one down.
Boom.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys for next video. Goodbye.
See you later.
Go Chiefs.
Go Jets.